Hey everybody, wanted to jump on here and just talk about a few things. Getting ready to depart New Orleans, heading back to DC, had a wonderful weekend. But I also wanted to talk about making schedules. I'm a good planner and scheduler, and I think a lot of people let things happen. They just let things happen. They think that, okay, but let be, whatever. But I'm a good schedule person. It's important of schedules of what you do, how you want to do your life, where you want to go. And they always say people who don't plan to fail. And I think having a schedule is part of your plan of how you want to enjoy your life, what you want to do, what you want to achieve, what you want to go. I always say people probably should not be maybe as detailed as I am with my scheduling and my planning and everything else. I mean, I'm really kind of real detailed, and because I'm big into goals and planning and doing things. But I think having a schedule, a flexible schedule, is important. Just figured I'd come on just to give you an idea of my schedule. Again, it doesn't have to be my schedule. I mean, I have what I consider a flexible schedule. Basic schedule for my day is I get up usually around 8. I get up and brush my teeth, I wash my face, I put my coffee on, and then I take an educational program. I listen to an educational program for about maybe an hour and a half. While I'm listening to the educational program, I do my exercises, whether it's cardio, whether it's Pilates, just weightlifting, but that's part of the process. I kind of multitask with my schedule. I know I'm going to be listening and I'm going to be working my body at the same time. Once the scheduled program is off, usually my exercise is off. Then I get up, I take my shower, I finish getting dressed, and I take the dog out for a walk. Dog walking to about maybe half an hour to usually 45 minutes to an hour. Come back, and yes, I'm a late breakfast person. I have my breakfast. Sometimes before I take the dog out for a walk, usually on maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays, again, going with that schedule in my planning, I do laundry in the morning. So the laundry is washing while I'm walking the dog. By the time I come back from the dog walking, my laundry is finished, I hang it up, get it ready to go. Eat my breakfast, have my breakfast, and I'm usually trying to be out the door going to work, if I'm going to work that day, somewhere around 12:30, 1 o'clock, out the door. I do my work. At work, I have a whole schedule. Usually, I don't leave work until about 7:30, give or take. And then I come home and I walk the dog again. And usually I have my dinner, my late lunch at work, so I don't really eat when I get home. After I walk the dog, I come back. I may start preparing my meal for lunch for tomorrow. I wash the dishes. I usually don't have social conversation with my friends or people until after 9 o'clock. I consider that my free time. My social media time, I have time to just clear my mind. During those other times, I consider those prime times for things for me to do. And that's just a simple, basic schedule of what I'm going to do. Now, in between time, I have this whole plan of what I'm going to do in relation to, whether it's put money in the bank, whether it's I'm going to activities, who I meet for lunch that day. During that time period, I have a schedule of what I'm going to do. I always say I have gave you my daily schedule. That was my basic daily schedule. My schedule varies depending upon whether it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday versus Tuesday and Thursday, and whether it's the weekend. Weekend schedules may be a little bit more flexible. Sunday's a late day for me. I get up, I listen to Joel Osteen, I listen to HUR. The dog goes out for a walk now at 12:30, 1 o'clock. It's a whole different schedule. But I have in my mind a schedule. If I'm planning to say, hey, we're meeting with the girls, we're going out for brunch, we're going to do something, I already know this is my schedule. We schedule this weeks in advance, usually a month in advance. Not only do I know I'm going, what time I'm going, where I'm going, who I'm going with. It's already planned out. One, it gives you an idea of how to put other things in your schedule, but it also gives you something to be excited about. Hey, I'm going to meet her, we're going to do this. Again, I talked about in one of my previous YouTubes, the meetup groups. The meetup groups, to be scheduled in, they're scheduled in your schedule. We're going to do, i.e., if it's the history group, we're going to take a walk, a full moon walk, or see the monuments. I already know what day it is, so I have and keep a calendar schedule. Some people keep it on their phone. I'm one that I write it down. I need to see my whole week at a glance. I need to see my month at a glance. And sometimes I need to go through the year. I usually don't schedule things that far in advance, not unless it's a trip. Like this trip here, which I'm getting ready to leave from New Orleans, we scheduled this in maybe February, March. One is the particular time we wanted to go. We scheduled it around when they have the Halloween festival. We come down here and we like the Halloween, we like the parades, we like all the activity. So for the last 3 years, we make sure we schedule our time in New Orleans around that. So that goes with scheduling because it goes with planning, knowing what to do so we get excited. Oh, we're going on, it's almost time, let's get our costumes, get ourselves ready. We have all of that ready in our schedule, in our planning. We're coming in now towards the end of the year. We got holidays come in, we got different things. So now the schedule is, well, we're scheduling anything for the rest of the year. I looked at the schedule and I basically said, I don't have anything scheduled for the rest of the year. I'm not going to cool out. The middle of the time was a very heavy schedule. I'm probably just going to stay around home, not doing a whole lot. But then I looked and I said, there is this trip to Pennsylvania. I like going to Pennsylvania. Maybe I'll add that to my schedule. I have free time because I can look and see. I have some free time. I got a plug here. I don't have to. I do keep my schedule. Some may say jam-packed, but I think it's relatively reasonable and scheduled to put things in because I like to do things. I like to go out. I like to meet new people. I like to try new foods. I like to be a part of it. So I really do spend a lot of time working on a schedule. I mean, my sister just left, and of course her schedule is worse than mine. She schedules, or when is the garden club? She's on her way back to Connecticut, and she's telling me all her schedule. Well, I'm going to schedule. We're having a meeting. I'm going to be making some of the cakes for election day or something, and they're having a bakery, and then I'm going to be doing this, and then I'm going to do that, and then Christmas is coming. She has a whole schedule based upon her social activity, whether it's the garden club, whether it's meeting with her friends, whether it's going to senior center, whether she's working. All of these things are intertwined in her schedule. So already she's excited that she's going to go and she's going to be making these cakes, and her and these ladies are going to be holding this bake sale at this library, I think she said. But the reason behind the schedule, not only does it keep you on task, but it gives you something to look forward. You get excited about this, whether it's a party, and I think sometimes you don't have that kind of joy. You live your life. Life just goes on day after day after day. There's no real planning. You get up in the morning, you may have your coffee, you watch the news, but you have no real plans, not unless it's, i.e., a medical appointment. It needs to be more than that. It needs to have, and it doesn't have to be like mine. It really does not have to be that jam-packed. It can be that this is the day I sit and I'm going to do a painting, or I'm going to take an online class. The thing is that we have to take in our life, we have to do something. We're here to do something, not day in, day out, a constant grind. What did you do today? Nothing. What are you going to do tomorrow? Nothing. What are you going to do today? Nothing. That's not what life is about. Life is to fitly and fill it in and find joy in pockets. Even if it is my great-grandchild is having a shower. She's having a baby. They're going to the baby shower. Whatever it is, but something. And again, depending upon where you live and who, there is a lot out there that you could actually get yourself involved in doing and being a part of a process and just being wonderful, where a lot of times we suffer from isolation. We suffer from isolation because we don't plan anything. We're by ourselves. We plan to be by ourselves. We have nothing. What we used to do was important, but it's not what we used to do, it's what we're doing now. What are we doing now? What do we have to look forward to? What's in your schedule? What's your plan? Are you taking a trip? You're seeing your grandchildren, you're seeing your daughter, you're eating lunch with different people. Are you going to exercise class, taking classes online? What is your plan? What are you doing? What are you actively engaged in getting your mind, body, and spirit and soul doing that makes you want to get up and makes you want to be excited? What is it? I always say the planning, doing, and having an active life is a way of living a long life and living a long, healthy life. After a while, if you're not doing anything, you have to plan. One day, Monday is the same as Tuesday, Tuesday is the same as Wednesday. It's just a constant hum. You don't know the days of the week. You don't know I guess the season of the year you do, but you don't have any anything. I know I hear a lot of people, I don't have to do anything. I could just rest all day because I'm retired. I can do such because I'm retired. Is that what you plan to do in retirement? And I think that comes from, what did you plan when you're thinking about retirement? What was your plan? What was it that you wanted to do? Did you have a plan? I know we talk about retiring. You're going to retire. I retire. I'm going to travel. When I retire, I'm going to retire. I'm going to travel. I'm going to travel where? I'm going to go where? You still got a plan. You still got to have a schedule. And when are you going to do it? Where's your timetable? How much money do you need to do it? What clothes do you need to wear? And I always just say, make schedules, make plans. Have a direction, goals in your life. And then make it flexible. Don't make it so hardcore because things change and things happen. You got to be flexible. But please, the idea of joy is having a purpose. And sometimes the purpose is because you're doing something, you're going somewhere, talking to somebody, being part of the social civilization that you get from being around other people, or generating new ideas in your mind, letting your mind grow and expand. Do it. Go it and do it. Don't just sit there. Do it.